Hi, I'm Chef Josh Wolfe, Executive Chef at Coast Restaurant in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia. And today, I'm going to show you that lobster isn't as difficult to clean as you think, and you too can eat lobster at home. This beautiful lobster, when you buy it in the store out of a tank, if you're going to buy it live, should be alive, live and kicking. They should be fighting, not because they don't like you, just I think they know what's going to happen. So first, we're going to show you how to kill the lobster humanely. Nobody wants to put a lobster live into a pot of boiling water, and it's actually quite simple. With as big and strong a knife as you're comfortable with, we're going to gently take the point of the knife and insert it right at the joint of the lobster. And it's almost as if the lobster gives you a map. It has a vertical line and a horizontal line. The brain of the lobster rests just in front of that, and we're going to plunge the knife quickly with a good firm grip. Now, if you're worried, just take a little damp cloth, cover the lobster so you have a little bit of protection, and then with one swoop, we go right through and split the head. Now don't be scared, the lobster will still move, there's still some nerve endings reacting, but this lobster is in fact dead, and we can carry on knowing that we dealt with it humanely and that it had a safe rest. This lobster, being about 2 pounds, is going to cook for roughly 16 minutes, somewhere between 14 and 16. You may like your lobster less. You may like it cooked all the way through. I'll leave that up to you. So from here, this lobster straight into the pot of boiling water. So we've cooked this lobster now about 7 minutes a pound, 2.5 pound lobster, and we're all the way there. And we're going to take it very, very gently with a set of tongs. You're welcome to use your hands if you'd like, but it's quite hot. And I'm actually going to use a nice dry rag just to support the bottom of the lobster so I don't drop it back into the pot and hurt myself. This lobster going straight into a bowl or a pot or some kind of receptacle of ice water, and you want ice water, very, very cold water, because we want to stop this lobster from cooking immediately. If you don't have enough water in it, just go walk it over to the sink. We'll put a little bit more water in it. We're going to give it 5 or 6 minutes to cool all the way through, and we'll be ready to break it down and clean it up for you next. Now, beautiful 2-pound lobster cooked all the way through. I'm going to show you a quick little trick to get it ready for either roasting in the oven, stuffing the head, or brushing with some beautiful clarified butter, a little bit of garlic, warm it on the barbecue, and straight to the table. It's actually simpler than you think. We're going to lay the lobster out on the board, and again, with my trusty kitchen shears, I'm going to gently remove the ocean-wise bands, which coincidentally are kind of rubbery. And then, nice big heavy knife. We're going to turn the lobster the other way now. Damp cloth. We're going to cover the last incision we made, but we're going to insert our knife right at the back side of it. And again, straight down, right through the middle. Beautiful lobster. This is a great serving size for one person. Now, you can choose to leave the coral in there, which has a tremendous flavor, or you can remove it and stuff it with butter, shrimp meat, lobster meat, breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, whatever you'd like. We're going to just remove it really quickly, and we're going to plunge it back in the water just to rinse it off and clean it up a little bit so our board doesn't get too dirty. And then back on the board, and I'm going to show you how to crack the claw and make it a little easier to eat for your guests when they arrive for dinner. With the lobster flat on the board, so that's the cut side down to give it a stable surface, we're going to hold the claw vertically, and with the heel of my knife, that's the back side of the knife, in one motion, we're going to hit the shell and try not to go all the way through. Perfect. We've stuck it just in. Then we're going to turn our knife a little bit. That's going to open up some pressure there. I'm going to flip the lobster over, do the same thing on the other side. You hear that crack? Now my claw shell is split, but still intact. So it'll stay together. It'll protect the delicate meat inside on the barbecue or in the oven. But when it gets to the table, it's easy for your guests just to open it up and enjoy the claw.